Pocket full of posies. Today's video is another unusual for this channel video, but it is a bit of an experiment. So I had seen some videos of people wearing corsets for a day or for a week or for whatever length of time to see how they felt wearing a corset. And I wanted to do that as well as a plus size woman to see if it would make any difference. I have seen different questions posed in different groups that I'm a part of, especially in regards to being plus size and wearing stays or a corset and the accessibility of movement and doing things while you are in stays or a corset, and if that is a big difference for someone who is larger as opposed to someone who is smaller. So I thought, well, I have a corset, and so let's wear it for a week. And so I did. Well, almost a week. 6 days. So let's get into this video and you can judge for yourself how it went for me, and I will let you know what I think at the end of the video. Here we go. Okay, so it is day one of this little experiment. I have made my tea. I usually just have tea and then eat before I go to work. So I work in the afternoons, and I am wearing the corset with my pajamas. And I have just like a camisole underneath it. So here we go. Cheers. My first task of the morning, after tea of course, was some pattern cutting out. Okay, just another check-in. I have been sewing for a couple of hours, I guess. I am not feeling any discomfort thus far. And so yeah, I mean, the only thing I would say so far is that, of course, there's a little limited range of movement. Like I dropped, hey buddy, ooh, Thor's in here, can't see him. I dropped my scissors earlier, and you know, I couldn't of course bend right at the waist to pick them up. So this is something that's true no matter what your size is. When you're wearing a corset, you can't bend exactly the same way because your waist is constricted, but having a large stomach kind of being pressed down from the corset, because it's got to go somewhere, right? So when you pull in your waist, your extra floof, your fat has to go down further. So there is a little more just stuff in the way lower down if you have a large stomach. Now, I cannot bend and touch my toes without bending my knees anyway. So I generally bend my knees to pick stuff up. Also, I have lower back issues that I have had for a while now. But I just bent my knees, picked up my scissors, popped back up. So it wasn't weird or strange, really. It was just a slightly different way of bending down to pick something up. So on we go. Okay, I am just wearing black pants, and I just put them on over the corset. So even though it's November, still in the 80s here in Louisiana. So there we go. Okay, so I am about to get in my car and see how that goes. I mean, I have driven in a corset before, so I'm not super concerned. Mostly just getting my purse in. Okay, here I go. And I am sitting in my car. Now, this is something. Here's a little, so I need to, you know, close the car door, and it's a little bit harder. So, oh. So I just had to lean way out to close my car door. Voice is a little tired today. But I'm not going to need any high C's today teaching my lessons, so I'm okay. So it's the end of the day. I wore the corset for about 12 hours, and then I took it off after I got home from work and put my pajamas back on. And it was a successful first day, definitely. I was really not uncomfortable for most of the day. The only discomfort I had was, I think, actually from my pants, not my corset. Although I was happy to take it off at the end of the day after I got home. Much like how you feel when you take your bra off at the end of the day. It's a good feeling. But that said, I felt fine. I, you know, did my lessons. I sang some. I played the piano in the corset. I bent over to pick things up. You know, I went to the bathroom. You know, I have seen some questions about going to the bathroom in a corset, and especially when you are plus size, because, you know, it's a little harder to access things. And even without a corset on sometimes, depending on, you know, if the stall is very small or that kind of thing. I didn't have any trouble using the bathroom. I was, of course, wearing regular underwear since I was wearing regular clothes, and it was not uncomfortable. So there you go. Day one done. Okay, it is day 2, and I just put the corset on over my pajamas this morning to do my sewing, and then I'll take it off and put it back on when I get dressed to go to work. Thor is in here making noise as usual. So here we go. Here I am, covered in cat hair, as always, sewing at my machine. Okay, day 2 here at work. Just waiting for my first student to show up. Drove here, everything's fine. Sitting, you know, up pretty straight here in my corset. Okay, so don't worry so much right now about your dance moves. We'll practice those later. Let's get the words and the notes. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, white lumber kettles and warble mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Well, it's the end of day 2. I am out of the corset and in my pajamas and feeling very comfy. Although I can't say I was super uncomfortable in the corset. I'm just more comfortable now. So I think today was a success. You know, my normal routine. I actually didn't wear it as long today as I did yesterday because I just got a later start, and just got a later start. So I wore it about 8 hours today as opposed to yesterday where I wore it, I think, 12 hours. So it was a big difference. But Everything felt fine at work. I wasn't uncomfortable. I didn't have any trouble with it. And so, yeah, on to day 3. Day 3, I have my corset on. I'm about to get started sewing before work. And yeah, I'm actually working on finishing a new corset cover. And so that's what I am going to be finishing up today. And the dogs have locked themselves in the room with me, and now they want out, of course. So I also did some hand sewing while sitting in my desk chair in the corset. After I got to work, I spent a little time getting some scripts ready for musical theater class. Just kind of showing my normal everyday what I do. Okay, it is the end of day 3. I feel good. I wore the corset for about 9 hours today. Tomorrow I'm probably going to wear it longer because I have just a longer day with all the things that I'm doing tomorrow. So I'll probably get up earlier than I did today, so I won't get as late of a start. And I didn't feel any discomfort today while I was at work. I actually felt more comfortable in it today than I had the past 2 days. So I don't know if I'm just getting used to the way I feel wearing it, but I didn't feel like I needed to not lace as tight, or I mean, I'm not lace tight anyway, but you know, there is, you know, some constriction there, but I really felt really good in it today. So yay. This morning, I recorded some voiceover and did some editing before work. Again, sitting in my desk chair, very comfortable, no discomfort. I wore a history-bounding outfit with my late Victorian sports shirt paired with high-waisted wide-leg pants. Let's start with then I'll kiss him so he'll know. So let's start this part a little bit gentler, right? So you've just done, well, Mr. Snow, here I am. That young seafaring, bold and daring, baby whiskered overbearing, darling, Mr. Snow. Yeah, so you want to build up to that, you know, the young seafaring, bold and daring, big whiskered overbearing, right?
So, good morning. I realized when I woke up this morning that I completely forgot to do my end of the day thing last night with wearing the corset. So, I'll give you a first thing in the morning thing. You can probably hear my dogs playing in the yard. Yesterday was good. It was a long day. I know it doesn't seem like a long work day to people who work 9 to 5. I guess I worked 9:30 or 1:30 to 8, but teaching lessons straight through with no breaks. So that's a long day teaching. In my opinion, mostly just because I don't have a break. I go from student to student to student, and if I'm playing the piano a lot, it can hurt my back after all of that. But my back didn't hurt yesterday, even though I was playing the piano a lot, and so that was good. I got home and we ordered in some sushi, and it was delicious. And then I, took my corset off, got in my PJs, and pretty much just went to bed. So anyway, that's the update this morning. See you later.
Day 5 at work, and I didn't film anything this morning because I actually didn't put the corset on this morning because I had a massage appointment and I didn't want to wear it there and then take it off and then put it back on. Yeah. Anyway, so I just put it on after I got home and got ready for work. So here we go, day 5. So also I did also experiment a bit today, and I laced a little bit tighter than I have been just to see what the difference would be. So looks pretty good from the side. It's not super tight, but it's just a little bit tighter than I have been lacing the past few days. So here we go. I taught some Zoom voice lessons with much hilarity. I moved some things around in my studio. I was able to bend down and pick things up with relative ease. So, it's the end of the night, and I forgot to record anything with my thoughts of the day. I've decided I'm not a good vlogger. So anyway, today went well, and I did lace a little bit tighter today than I have on previous days, but I felt fine, and breathing was good. I guess I felt the effort of breathing just a tiny bit more. I had to think about my breathing when I was singing a little bit more today than previous days. But anyway, so night night. I have all the cuddles. Okay, day 6. We'll see if I make it to day 7. No, seriously. Day 6, I am about to go and work at a socially distanced piano competition. And then I have another socially distanced rehearsal for our Christmas musical at work. And then I will be done for the day. I'm wearing a history bounding type outfit today, so the corset goes well. Okay guys, I finally remembered to turn my camera sideways instead of straight up and down. I apologize for that. I'm not good at vlogging with my phone, guys. Anyway, so I just got out of musical theater rehearsal. I was directing it, and I am winded. Now, I don't know that that is the fault of the corset or a combination of the corset and the mask and just being with, 12 children, trying to keep them socially distant. Children do not like to social distance, guys. But anyway, we did our best, and they all wore their masks. They were very good about that. So, oh man, this is super loud, isn't it? Because I am burning up. Anyway, I didn't get any shots of my full outfit today. See if I can do that when I get home. But anyway, because it was just too chaotic, and they have so many questions all the time because they're kids and awesome and so much full of energy. So, but we had a good time and rehearsal went well. I am just dripping with sweat. So, there you go. Here's my Saturday history bounding ensemble. Okay, so end of day 6, end of the day. I'm in my pajamas, and I wore the corset for, let's see, 6 hours today. I didn't wear it all day. Oh, the light thing is on my face. Anyway, I didn't wear it all day. I wore it for about 6 hours for a piano thing, and then rehearsal for a show we're doing at work. So yeah, I was fine. Felt good. Felt good to take it off. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to wear it tomorrow. That would be 7 days, but My original idea was to wear it, you know, at work, so like doing my normal everyday routine, and tomorrow is Sunday and I'm not working tomorrow, so haven't made that decision yet. Should I be brave and do the full 7 days? Maybe. Anyway, good night, y'all. So, final thoughts on this experiment. I actually enjoyed myself wearing the corset. It was interesting to see how I looked in my normal, for the most part, normal everyday work clothes. How my silhouette changed wearing the corset. It accentuated my bust, of course, a lot. And it just really, because I tend to wear a lot of kind of baby doll type tops because they're comfortable for the most part, generally speaking. And so, but wearing the corset, because right under my bust, of course, is where I'm smallest. So the corset accentuated that and made my bust look higher than it actually is in reality without any support, and nipped in my waist some, but especially right underneath my bust where I am smallest. So that was a different look and I kind of liked it. Not that I'm going to start wearing a corset every single day of my life. That's not going to happen. But all in all, it was a fun experiment. I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed noticing the difference on how my back felt at the end of the day after wearing the corset. I was expecting to have some discomfort just from wearing it on consecutive days for, you know, 6 to 11 hours depending on the day. But I didn't really have any discomfort at all. One day, I think I laced it a little too tight and I had to adjust it while I was at work to loosen it up a bit for singing. But for the most part, no problems at all. And I had fun, and I hope that you enjoyed this experiment and it might help any of you who have been wondering about corsetry or making corsets as a plus size person and how that would affect you while you're wearing them. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comment down below, or if you have any thoughts of your own on wearing a corset for a week almost, comment down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. And if you want to support the channel any further, I do have a Ko-fi account and that is linked down below. So I will see you next time on our next sewing adventure. Bye!